any of those places they run had this air of menace, this feeling that violence could erupt at any moment, and violence on a very ruthless scale. I mean, they quite like the cut and thrust of close combat. They just loved that stabbing and smashing and punching and kicking. That was their go. Ronnie Kray was, of course, the sort of dominant twin, and he was also mad.
Ronnie was definitely crazy, you know. He was subject to mood, quick turns of mood. Now, one night, there was a guy in the Kentucky said to him, "Ron, I think you better go to the country because you're putting on a bit of weight." So he said, "Yeah, come, I want to talk to you. Go in the toilet," and he cut him so badly, give him 76 stitches. Right? We called the guy Tramlines after that, you know. And that was just for saying that, you know. But had he been in a good mood, he would have said, "Yeah, you're probably right," and laughed it off.
When I looked at Ronnie and Reggie, I could tell immediately, always, they had this violence in them, if necessary. They definitely had it, and in abundance.
They were dangerous people, and they weren't the kind of people that you'd mess around with. If you messed around with them, then you was going to get it.
They had that aura about them, and they were powerful, yeah, there's no doubt about it.
If they hurt people, they like people to be around them and see it. And this was putting fear into people in the East End. Oh, they were violent, all right, cool, yeah. Charlie was different altogether. Charlie I respected. Charlie Kray, he'd never let you swear in front of women if he was in his company. Charlie Kray was a gentleman. He couldn't help it, because the twins were his brothers. You know, you can't blame a man for that.
Their mother indulged her wonderful twins, no matter how bad their behaviour.
She most probably was a bit too lenient, but mums are like that, aren't they? But, you know, she loved them so much she couldn't see any wrong in them. Ronnie was like the stronger personality, really, I suppose, more forward, whereas Reggie was a bit more laid back. But even then, and that's exactly how it was as they got older, the same thing. But Ronnie was the leading light even then.
Soon the twins realized this was where their genius lay, not in planning robberies, but in the application of violence.
They weren't sophisticated guys, they were ordinary guys, ordinary London fellas. No, they wasn't big, brainy businessmen. They were ordinary guys, but dangerous.
Ronnie would get up in the morning, yeah, and some mornings he'd come down, he'd be all happy, ha ha ha, and that morning he'd come down, sit in the chair, and pull a face, and he'd sit there, and you couldn't talk to him. That's how he was. And if he was nice in the morning, he'd have a go at someone on the night, and if he was horrible in the morning, he'd be all happy on the night.
The twins were beginning to make money, but they continued to live at home with their mum in Valence Road. They christened the house Fort Valence and even invited their lawyer around for tea.
I went to Fort Valence on a couple of occasions and was entertained by Violet in a very formal way, and Ronnie would pour the tea, you know, rather like the Queen Mother.
Gradually, reality and myth dissolved into the same thing for the Krays. They wanted to be movie star gangsters. They even dressed like them, especially George Raft, who became frontman for a mafia gambling club in London.
Ronnie fell in love with him. And, you know, a lot of it, if you look at old footage of Ronnie, you can see that he's trying to dress and look and talk like George Raft. It's rather touching.
Like their heroes, the Krays wanted to be big shots. They wanted to conquer London's West End, where there were rich pickings to be had from upmarket nightclubs and casinos. As they climbed the ladder of success, each step was accompanied by the generous use of violence. By the late 60s, London's most notorious gangsters, the Kray twins, appeared to have it all. They owned nightclubs and ran protection on casinos. They held it all together by the increasing use of violence, and the money kept rolling in.
You spent money as it came in. As money came in, they would do it. I don't think they had a bank account. I've never known Reggie or Ron to write a cheque out.
The twins were generous with other people's money. They splashed it around the East End. It helped to create an image.
The public in the East End rather welcomed them, I think, because they kept some sort of order in the streets. And they had this rather sentimental way of giving to old people's charities and paying for everybody's bill in the pub and that sort of thing.
The twins were living for the day, but time had a cruel trick in store for them. For many years their personalities had been growing apart, each becoming more and more at odds with the other. The problem was Ron. He was becoming more unstable, more violent, and more domineering.
No one could control him. I mean, the only one that could control him was his mother. No one else.
He's a bit like Rasputin, you know. He's way out. He's unusual. That does become very, very scary. And he was scary. He could be scary. They both could, but Ron especially.
If he's going to come in here now and cut you or shoot you, he'd do it. And no, all the talking, he didn't take notice of no one. You know, even Reggie, he was dominated by him, wasn't he? Really, we all knew that.
Ron trusted no one except his brother. He thought everyone was plotting against him.
As they got older, I think Reggie was the saner of the two. Reggie got thinner and very anxious looking. You could see he was living on his nerves. Ronnie didn't live in the real world at all.